morning. Ooh, mic's looking a bit low. How about now? That's better. Odd, but hi! Welcome back to Ace Attorney. How's everyone doing today, huh? Hi, myself. Having a pretty nice morning. I've been up since 6, but that's fine. Nothing too odd about that. You ever get that, like, in an effort to combat, like, my own innate laziness, like a couple years ago, I started setting alarms at 7 o'clock in the morning. And the problem with that is now I subconsciously get up beforehand. So sometimes I'll just find myself awake at 4 a.m. and it's like, It sucks. But hey, what you gonna do? I just try to go to bed earlier sometimes. Pretty nice, actually. I don't feel worried about my sleep schedule too much, and that's one less anxiety to deal with, you know? Hope the weather holds up today. Do not want another slow stream because of that shit. Like, if you guys could hear, like, I remember hearing, like, half an hour ago, the wind was absurd. I heard it over, like, industrial machinery down the street. That's how loud it was. God. Ugh. Freaky. It's just a scary fucking thing. But yeah. We're going back into Ace Attorney today. And we're continuing one of the coolest cases. Well, I think it's pretty damn cool. Also, I am considering maybe I'll stop doing voices going forward. Because they are, frankly, exhausting, and I am not that good at them. I'm genuinely considering that. Because at this point, it's starting to cut into my want to play the game. And the moment that falls short, I know the quality of the stream is going to drop. So we're just going to try that for today. I'm going to try it without, like, my already mediocre voice acting, and I'm going to see how I feel with it. If it feels awkward, I'll probably switch back and try it again. Just heads up, because I'd rather not throw out my entire voice before the week is done. But yeah. Let's do this. Ooh. Already back at the law offices, huh? You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Yeah! So, this is why this case is so cool. We set up an alibi for our client who insists he's guilty. And then a new crime appears, the client is declared guilty of that, and our alibi is damning evidence. And I think that's so cool. I would love if they were willing to do more stuff that isn't a murder, but it's a cool approach. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Yeah, painfully true. Well, how about we get started looking into the KV security murder? I think I'm going to head back to Karain Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. Oh, God. Pearl, no. Pearl, let it go. Pearl's is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Okay, so Pearl's is gonna have the sacred urn for a while. Now remember, no fighting, okay? That's actually kind of adorable. It's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Maybe we should get going and clear up this problem with Pearls. Yeah, well. Where do we go first? Well, let's see who's available. It's either going to be Atmey or Delight. I already told you, it's not me! A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. My god. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy, just like we are. Yesterday, they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. Guess you're right. Guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Oh, yeah, look at this dude. Oh, my god. Oh, my god. To think that that twink was a killer this entire time. Oh, god. You don't need to see my play history. Yes, I got addicted to Slay the Spire again. It's not a problem. I can stop whenever I want. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Alright, guess we're not hanging out here yet. Oh, the missus is not gonna be happy that we got her husband down for murder. Hi. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Yeah, not the smoothest play, Phoenix. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I still can't get over her freaking entire tire earrings. Like, did you take those off a model bike and make them yourself? Do they still spin? If so, that would be very impressive. I knew asking you for help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delight has such a vulnerable side. Hey, you're okay. There's literally no way you could have known what would happen. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, look at this man. Look at those lips. Sorry, Maya. Also, are those supposed to be his eyelashes? The little marks under his eyes? God, that... You would be able to fool me if you told me that was a woman. Yeah, you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. What the fuck do you mean? This man's never been angry since we met him. The only thing he's done is shout when he gets ignored for 5 minutes straight. And frankly, I can fucking relate. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" Phoenix, what the fuck are you on? You'd never say that! Anyway, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer. He's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Miss Delight, I hate to say it, you're the one living in a fantasy world. Phoenix, are you just God, this man woke up today and chose violence. He is here to just ruin people's day. How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. Ha! The very idea. So just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet such a happy couple. Yeah, sure are different. I don't know. I'll never properly get love, I don't think. Not at this rate. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. I definitely do not believe in that. Real love is something that takes way more fucking time to generate. I'm a firm disbeliever in love at first sight. That is not love, that's called being fucking thirsty. Because all you do is see them, you don't know a fucking thing about them. Love at first sight. Ugh. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Whoa. Seriously? Saved your life? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. I do not understand this man. He is like pendulum swinging between hyper-aggressive and admitting he's a bitch. I don't get it. Nick, are you good? Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. Went right up to those two knife... Oh my god. What the fuck? What is the dude on the right wearing? He's gonna fucking suffocate. What the hell? At least the guy on the left looks like he can breathe. That is a horrible mask. You have failed in every category, sir. You did not hide your face. You are slowly suffocating yourself. You don't look intimidating. Listen, okay, you said we would need some protection if we're going to rob a bank, so I put this condom over my head. What the fuck? Went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. That's it. Please stop it! He screamed. You could see the robbers' faces turn pale. The high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger. All by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. That's refreshingly honest. Wow, that's a great story. Yeah, honestly, no voices makes this kind of awkward. Alright, I'll see if I can pick it back up. What the fuck was my voice for her? Yes, you may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love. Hey, Phoenix. Edgeworth is listening. Edgeworth will fucking know, you little shit. I mean, I can't blame him, but... Nick, I hope you do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. Oh god, I keep forgetting voices. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. I mean, he's not wrong. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why'd you go to Detective Atmey's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Masked Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? Detective Atmey knew more about Masked Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. The secretary said the Ace Detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. Also, since when does he have a secretary? That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Fair enough. Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Does he not? Did he get fired? Try identity revealed to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 a.m. October 12th for $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Curious. Yet, according to what we heard today... Come on! Don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Once? Okay. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Miss Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is. Mary told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I had to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. to KB security that fast. Are you sure you aren't literally flying? Just pulls the fucking ET scene. Bike slowly lifts into the air. Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No. I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. This delightful location of KB security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Alright. Oh, before we do. Hold it. I have something for you. My badge. Sorry, I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. Alright. Well, that didn't work. First, gotta double check here. Just in case. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops. You see, I'm just like sticking to the wall, slipping behind the painting, coming back out. One of them's on the ceiling, both hands and feet up, catches a bug. What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually mask to mask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. It's actually a very good point. Nice catch, Maya. Wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Wait for the quality of the impression. But I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. You want to fucking bet, Mr. Attorney? You have any idea how many brains I've stolen? No? Then shut your damn mouth. That's fun. Okay. Here. So I want to double check this place. The Treasure of Corain exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry. It's just so sad. This is our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the Sacred Urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Mask-to-Mask's Desires. It'd probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! 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 The eggs return! How long has it been since we saw those properly? That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. It's Maya. She's a little bit cuckoo in the cabeza. Let's check in here. There's a couple of mysteries we never figured out. Ah! Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for? So, how's it going? What about the Sacred... Oh, this poor girl. Look at her reading that poor magazine. The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes! It was brought in during the trial today. Wow. Really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Mask-to-Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. I love her. She is amazing. Okay, we still got some shit to figure out here. Miss Andrews, would you like to tell us about what happened here? I'm so glad that you got your Sacred Urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? Not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Oh, no. Adrian, no! What have you done? Cyclops. Oh, she done goofed. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the Sacred Urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Okay, let's get some more intel. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. Looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. You could not have known! Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atmey again? About 20 days ago. And And when was it that Master Mask's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So we sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atmey must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. Guess so. That is an odd thought. So, Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, it's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atmey? No, I couldn't have. Huh? After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. Yeah. No one will ever suspect I'm here behind the crate. Hey, what's that weird pointy thing sticking out behind the crate? My cover is blown! Claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi when he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. Okay, Adrian, we gotta talk. I'm actually gonna save real quick.
Take that!
Sorry, Adrian. Gotta be done. We need the truth from you and nothing less. Miss Andrews, you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted for the trial was genuine? Oh, that's right. We gave the urn to Pearls. Shit. Alright, we gotta go. Progress the story a bit. Ooh. Fancy. We look like we're in a space shuttle. Oh, God. Did you see it? So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? Yep, there it is on the left. They outlined his freaking body. Hey, it's you guys! What are you doing here in my home space shuttle? This is where I came down to Earth, pal, so I gotta investigate the place real good for any traces of powerful devices. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Hey, wait a minute! You can't say pal! That's my endearing character trait! Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like... Oh, that was great! You guys got what you deserved, pal! Something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits? Well, anyway... The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow. I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Yeah, behind all the brain-sucking potential murder, I'm actually a sweetheart. I'll see you at Thanksgiving, pal. Now this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Fair enough. Yep, there it is. Oh, God. That is just a touch more concerning than I would like. This rope! You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... The victim... He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can't she? Maya, for the love of God. Wow, this safe is unbelievable! And 4 pearls would fit in there. Yeah, and 7 diamonds! Maya. It's got a bunch of doohickeys attached to it. It's pretty amazing, alright. Motion sensors, heat sensors, weight sensors. Hey, Nick! Come on, let's open it and take a look. If I broke into one of these, wouldn't that set me down the path to Hoodlumville? Possibly. Sorry, my hair is getting a little bit out of control lately. I need to do something about this. Yep, hold on. I got an idea. I'll use my headphones as a headband. Ah! Wow, that actually worked amazingly well. Alright, Gumshoes. Talk! Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Windows, shut up. Don't trust your defense systems. Go away. Okay. The thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Dehydrates the brain. Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullitt. He has a second tiny brain on his nose, making him a fantastic target for me. God. He looks familiar. He looks like a celebrity I should already know, but I don't. He was the CEO of KB Security, and a pretty big fellow in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. Happened at exactly the same time that Mask the Mask was stealing the urine, huh? Autopsy report added to the court record. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Owen's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big, but not very safe. Nobody had heard from him. When they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Oh, God. Why is Maya here? It just occurred to me. What has she been doing sticking around the lofts this entire time? She could be training, like, in her spirit ways. But nah, she's here, helping us out. Well, help. So, what happened to Mask the Mask? He's at the detention center, screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. No, sorry, I appear to have assimilated his voice when I took his brains yesterday. I'll get it back in a bit, don't worry, pal. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that Detective Atmey? Oh, that was great! That guy got what he deserved! Now that's the detective I know and love. Oh shit, that was Maya. Whoops. Think about it. Atmey was always around when calling cards showed up. He always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he's able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. There's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Abaddon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Huh. Gem and the Thief. Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere before? Pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Let me take a look-see. Autopsy report, cerebral hemorrhaging, ew. Nope, can't tell. He's entirely generic. And yet, fucking... Chucklefuck over here is front and center. Oh, before we go, I need to remember. Look at my badge. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap old thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a swamp police badge, pal. Cooler than yours. Nuh-uh, mine's cooler. Nuh-uh. Yeah, huh, pal. They just start bickering in the middle of the room. Maya joins in the fight, like, what if a spirit medium had a badge? No, there's no way to be cooler than a police badge. Or cooler than an attorney's badge.
I oughta.
That sounds like actual dialogue. That sounds like actual dialogue in an encounter that I missed in a previous game. Okay. Wait, this is new.
Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. Got a warrant on you. Well, somebody opened this safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight. Man, he's one pretty-looking dude, huh?
Yeah.
God, they didn't have to make him look like that. They didn't have to give him that, like, slight, coy smile, slightly looking away from the camera, but eyes focused on you. God.
What? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief?
Ron? He knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah. Sorry for raining on your parades there, pal. Yeah, boy. Ooh, phone. Oh. Desk. Cobb. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that's a nice fucking desk, dude. It's big, it's sturdy, it has space, which I cannot say any of those qualities about this fucking thing. I have to, like, I can only slap directly on the support, because anything more rattles the entire setup. Even then, I doubt you can fucking hear that. Maybe you can, I don't know.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second.
That does look like a nice chair. My current one's very nice, though. I'm very happy with it.
Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed. Another egg launches into the fray. No, keep it away from the crime scene! Gumshoe, like, tries to catch it, but his hands are too big, so he just crushes it. It's like, go! I just got my hands cleaned up from the last brains I had. God damn it. I wonder what this tastes like. Okay, we need to move on. This looks like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Strain yourself trying. Looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's even got a little blue screen.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Hey, just because it's in my space shuttle doesn't mean there's data that you can read, pal. Unless you know Splagonian. Wait, where have I...
Is that actually a thing? I feel like I've heard that name before, somewhere.
Oh no, that's gonna be bothering me for hours. Splagonian. I got this big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah!
What did you find out, Nick?
This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about mask to mask. Oh, shit. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Ammonon, 100,000. Looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. Call me crazy, but any diamond that's capable of being displayed in a museum sounds like it'd be worth way more than hundreds of thousands. Talking like millions, maybe tens of millions. Well, I guess that's just the massive economy crash.
So then, 100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. Oh, okay. They acknowledge that. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Let me take a look. Tear of Eminon, 100,000. Crown of Bongora, artifact, 150,000. Left Hand of Hades, sculpture, 240,000. Portrait of Megina, painting, 500,000. Which do you think should be worth more? Like a well-crafted, like, jewel necklace or something? Or like a really well-done painting? I guess it depends on just how good the painting is, huh? But like, I feel like you could technically make an infinite number of, like, really good paintings if you had the skill. There's only so many diamonds on the planet. Nah, it's still probably the art. Oh, but if it was like a... What if the gem is part of an art piece? Interesting debate. Gonna be the next wheels versus doors. Gems versus artwork. By the way, my bet is on wheels. Toy cars. Oh, okay. There's also boats. And then houses. Do we count toy cars? Because they have wheels that work, but doors that don't. That feels like kind of an unfair advantage. I guess there's also toy houses. Who's to say?
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
All mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise?
Yeah, this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Yeah, just don't die, idiot.
Fantastic idea, Maya. Ooh, button.
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yep, she pressed it immediately. Hurry, quit it out. Don't press that.
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What are you saying?
What is that button anyway?
It's an emergency buzzer. Oh, it's turned off. It says it right there on the panel. Yeah, in my home language. Oh, for fuck's sake. In my home language of Splagonian. See? That left character says Emer. The one in the middle says Jinsey Butt. Comes up way more often than you may expect. And that one on the right is on. I know, it's a weird language, but trust me, once you get the hang of it, it's way more, like, simple than English.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really?
Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, when the CEO was attacked, you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Sorry. Yeah, I thought about that. So I asked around down there. They said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. Maybe we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Just check again. Basement security guard office, no fingerprints. Okay, back to talking with Gumshoe. Nope, we're staying here.
Oh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it would hurt more. That's what my gut tells me, anyway. Who is that Java-addicted masked maniac, anyway? How'd you know he loves Minecraft? Me? I prefer all the mods, thank you very much. Gotta get back into that. Very fun. Apparently there's a new update for it, so it's what, Alt Mods 9? Listen, okay? When I run out of stuff to play on the channel, maybe we'll do Minecraft. That's a big maybe.
Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere.
That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway. But, no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
That Godot guy acts like he... Sorry, the lack of grammar in that threw me for a loop. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Okay, can we go to... We can. Whoa! Nice coat. That is a lot of, like, snacks lying around in the open. Wow. This is really something else.
Welcome to the cockpit! Here you fly this Vagonian spaceship.
For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
Yeah, it looks like absolute fucking chaos. KB security guard. Uh-oh. I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? Oh, God, he's back. So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Jail. Directly to jail, sir.
Hi, Larry.
Here I was, working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. Jail! Sir! No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, but Nick here is a different story.
Well, Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this is now. Oh, boy. What the heck's with the cherry bag? That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know?
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. You guys are fucking helpless. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. Keep your hands off my fresh new dress. No clues here. What the... Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? Why is it hanging on a lever? That's right.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious. The jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen, huh? This guy's a fucking psycho.
It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason. What the hell is this? I think it's written on this poster in fine print.
A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. 4, salute thy superior. 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command.
It signed it. No! She's back! Oh, dear God.
It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Thank Christ. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna talk about... Yep, there's a chocolate milk. Those screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Can you watch regular TV on these too?
Anyone will sit here and watch TV instead of working. It's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. He already tried. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright? Yeah, sure. Chair. That looks like a crazy, uncomfortable chair, I'm not gonna lie. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room.
Somewhere?
Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency? Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork, because I can't read. Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'll let you take a guess, Maya. Ooh, portal.
Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they?
Did you say Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh boy.
How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? That's a fantastic question. Anyways, Larry, how the fuck did you get a job here? What's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. What's a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. You talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten has some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. For fuck's sake, Larry. Naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked to his background. Follow me.
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. There was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. Now, this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess you must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like, maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. Okay, so it was a very sudden firing. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First I have to keep my eye on those monitors, all the time.
Monitors?
There's a security camera set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
If I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
Security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. God damn it. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? Is it because of this strange lump of dough I'm holding in my mouth that's way too big to be an egg? It's just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it is a part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh?
I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right? For fuck's sake, Larry! Oh no, I knew something smelled bad. It was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say. That was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm gonna have to break his psych locks after all. Okay, so what is your first major question? My god, Tama! What secrets do you have up your sleeve? I had the crime. Were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? Didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? But that was that, and this is this. Any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow, now that's confidence. What's with that drenched-in-the-rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? Since Larry was not manning a station when the murder happened is... Do we have anything? There's no There are no fingerprints on it. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's go check the detention center to see if what this fuck is available now. Hello? Oh. Okay, so what is our next move? We talk to you properly. Is there anything I could be presenting? List, CEO office buzzer. Has she seen the blackmail letter yet? Do you know about this? Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses into other people's businesses. It looks like Miss Delight doesn't know about it, which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed. Actually, is this him? We don't know if this is meant for him. It's just blank. Could have been planted here. Okay, take me to the CEO's office. Take me to the river. Okay, what do you think about this? Detective Gumshoe, about this right here. Sorry, I'm trying to believe there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. Why do you think I'm taking other people's brains, huh? I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain. For now. And for later. See your eyes and the ears. The jury's still out on the brain thing. Hey Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it. Okay, what about this? So about this. Huh? What's that? Hey, wait a minute, Maya. What's wrong? Copy that data without permission. Don't show it to him. Might get mad at us. So? What are you two whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Just my billfold. It's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. Now I really want you to show it to me. Sorry, Gumshoe. Not happening. Okay, nothing about this. I could also try, profiles. Tell us more about this guy. It's a Gumshoe. Tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. It's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make that much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body was discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Oh? Aha! Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He's the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work.
Oh? And?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet.
Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. No, Maya. Let me go already.
Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. I should be taking notes.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive.
So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Well, that is kind of new. Did I check everything in here? I think so. Chair! What about
The other chair! No.
Check with this, check this. We show him the newspaper clipping he gave us.
This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness.
Eyewitness? Do you mean the guard in this photo?
Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask to Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
Thank God. I get the weird feeling I've seen him around lately.
Is it Rod?
I kind of feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy.
Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely.
Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully.
You are the police!
But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face?
Come on, we don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave it alone. Atmey.
I always knew there was something suspicious about this guy. And I was right. It turned out that the Mask was really that ace detective in disguise.
You really thought that?
Well, of course, it's the stone-cold truth. Sooner or later, a guy like that always shows his true colors.
Yeah, well, I think we saw a little too much of his colors today.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one.
Okay, same thing. I feel like Larry is our best current bet, so we probably have to show him something. Oh yeah, what do you know about this? Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at. Hey Nick, I told you, I'm a pro. You don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, naturally I've got time for you though, Maya. Gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh? Okay. Autopsy. Oh. What about your boss? What do you know about him? What about my fucking badge, baby? Nope, same thing. Larry, it's me! You gotta remember me, Larry! The accident was 12 years ago! It's time to move on! What am I missing? Office card? No, not this either. Oh, a little bit lost. Well, we did get all the info on Gumshoes, so maybe that triggered something. Let's try the detention center again. Nothing. Know anything about this? Excuse me, would you take a look at this? Nope. Not the faintest idea. We'll get out of now. What about Kane? Oh, I know him. This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy. Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. That was just so he could work him like a slave.
Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Billard himself?
If he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it?
Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. Tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would.
Wonder why.
I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? What exactly does he put his mind to it?
Well, not very often, I admit.
But I'll never forget the first time we met as long as I live. Must be nice to have such a fond memory like that.
What am I missing? Maybe there is something at the, Maybe I can, like, prove to her without Pearl. Or maybe there's something else I have to present here. Well, the whole exhibit would be brightened up by something shiny and gold. That's why I went to the trouble of borrowing it from a branch family trading hall. The gold statue is totally cool in my book. It arrived rather late, so I thought I wouldn't be able to put it on display. By the way, it looks like the statue was moved in the night of the theft. Anything about that? Huh? No, it certainly wasn't me that moved it. She's so flustered all of a sudden. I'm lost. I'm lost and alone and confused. Oh yeah, what should we do? So what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey! Okay, we've already done that. So whatever we're looking for is probably at... Wait, what? Go to the detention center? I did, several times. Yeah, he's not here. So we must have to trigger something in the, in the security office. Ugh. Oh yeah, what do you know about Ron? Did you work at the same time as him? No. Maybe I have to present his wife so he'll actually fucking listen. Okay, no. Not that simple. I guess I just try again. Take that! Look at all the info I have. Is he working hard here at night? No chance he snuck out. Any evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? That Larry was not manning a station when the murder happened is the fact that the murder happened at all, perhaps? If you were here, you would have seen the guy getting killed. This wasn't no, that, what would that mean? Take that! Ew, scared for a minute. Okay, I have nothing then. Had nothing. Maybe I should try talk with Gumshoe again. Let's try showing him the autopsy report. Nope. Maybe he knows something about Larry?
Sorry, pal. To be honest, my head is so full right now it feels like it's gonna burst.
Self, keep hair away from Gumshoe's head.
Eh?
What's hair have to do with this?
Tell me more about Godot. The guy is a real puzzle if you ask me. Maybe I should be asking you. Do you know something about him?
Why would I know something?
Well, it sure sounded like you two knew each other from the way you acted today.
It's Mr. Godot that acts like he knows Nick, not the other way around. Exactly. I think I'd remember someone like him.
I'm still saying the whole thing's a bit suspect.
I have no idea. Gumshoe, tell the truth!
Hey, thanks, pal. How'd you know I had a sore throat anyway? Don't eat it!
Hey! What are you doing?
Ugh. Sorry, the thing's all smooth and shiny, so I thought it was a piece of candy or something.
I can't believe you ate the whole thing in one go.
I almost swallowed it too, pal.
Oh, my poor Megatama. Well, please tell me you wiped it off. Okay, let me check here. Treasure exhibit. I am. Rephase golden statue. Security camera photo. What could I be missing? the blackmail letter? Not this blackmail letter.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bowen have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway?
Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit?
Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, alright. Shit. Ow.
It's gotta be something in this building. That's where the game pointed us to. Maybe I just didn't examine everything in here. Check this, check that, check that. This wall, and that wall, and this station. Food. No, that's not it. Okay, so there's gotta be something here I can present. Aha! Nope. I thought by showing him a pretty woman it would work, even though it didn't work last time. You fucking pig. Camera data? As it's time for the old... just brute force it. Wallet. Oh! Wait, what day is it in game? Wait a minute. That might be it. Let's try. He found the wallet, and I think he found it on the night of the murder. I could be wrong. How about this? Aha! This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday! What time is it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. Larry, you didn't! 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. I don't have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this. Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer stuck at the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Because of this. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. I can't show that record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that! Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boys, that sounded a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. the night of the crime. Right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah! No! My eyes have become a swirling vortex of stars! There we go. Finally, some progress. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault.
Larry!
There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh?
Your Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I had to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah, sure, Larry. Whatever you need.
So is that why you left the security guard office? Oh, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? Burn, I guess. He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh, boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything. Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry.
Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information out of him. Nick! Okay, now he's willing to talk. Oh, I actually have to choose percent, not just open the court record. Okay, what do you know about this? So what's this card that was used by the culprit that night? Well, going off the serial number, then yeah. This card was used to open the CEO's office door at 1 in the morning. Your client had this card, right? It's a no-brainer. He's a killer, man. What about this button?
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Jail! Straight to jail! Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks. I tried. You think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Alright, so we have more info.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, it's the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
Must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
You think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. Just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make... Ah! Oh, no.
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake!
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. Buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th in the CEO's office. 2 a.m. 10:12 at 1 a.m. How certain are we on that 1 a.m. estimate? Surely it's not like... the body has been around for like a couple days. It could easily be off by a little bit. Well, Larry, what do you have to say for yourself? You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a complete piece of black carpeting. I'm thinking. Hey, Gumshoe. Nope. Nothing. We definitely hit a new trigger, so that's important. Detention center? Nope. Okay, so there's obviously something still going on in the building that I have to do. Well, let's see. Okay, so if it was pushed once, then there's no fingerprints on it. Someone must have done it with gloves. Yep, same thing. Okay, so who pressed it? Was it the CEO? CEO of our company. He was a pretty good guy.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, you bet. You know how I'm not very good about working hard, right? Yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay.
I see.
I guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. Don't worry, Nick. I promise I'll hire you for security. Yeah, no thanks. You are free to go get yourself murdered on your own time. What is there else that I can do? Tried showing this to Gumshoe. Oh, I guess I could show more stuff to Larry, because that's not the only thing he's willing to talk about now. At least I'm gonna bet. What about this? I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that.
What is it, Nick?
It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant. Newspaper clipping? Nope. Okay. He said you could check this. What about the wallet?
Ah, that's the wallet I found. You found it when you snuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right?
I didn't sneak out of work to get socked in the kisser. If only I'd been more responsible at work, I might have spotted the murder on the monitor like I was supposed to.
Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you?
Yeah, well, maybe it's all for the best. I think it's brought Destiny and I closer together. Just like they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see that old water glass at half full. Am I right? Now he's starting to sound like the Larry I know.
Don't forget, Nick, half full.
Okay. I think that's everything except for the autopsy report, which he doesn't have much to say about. Those went off at 1:02 a.m. October 12th. What do you know about Ron? I swear I want to change my ways. The thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. Oh boy.
Larry's your stereotypical guy, alright.
Yeah, stupid. What about you, Larry? I'm 25 now. It's about time I started giving some serious thought to my life.
Good, that's the way to be.
What exactly are you thinking about, though? Well, you know, the future, my dreams.
Larry, when exactly does this future of yours start?
Man's life begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. I figure I got another 5 years of guilt-free screw-ups before I have to buckle down. Larry, I think... Forget it. We're just gonna have a nice, long talk next time.
You're not helping, Larry.
And Tessie is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long way since I felt this way. Long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time.
A long time, huh?
Yeah. Well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. Jail! I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore.
That's not an excuse. Still jail.
What about the detective? Oh, this guy? The detective? He was here before, drilling me with a ton of questions.
Really? Like, what did he ask?
Let's see. I can't remember.
Huh?
Well, you know, just a bunch of boring stuff. Poor Detective Gumshoe. Maybe we can talk to Gumshoe now about Larry. Perhaps. Nope, nothing. What about the Sacred Urn? Must be relieved we got the Sacred Urn back, huh?
You bet. There's something a little different about it. Don't question mark at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn of the poster. The urn we got back says Atmey, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus the face has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
I doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repair accidentally turned Mystic Atmey's name into I am. Which is weird, because in this picture it looks almost perfect. The repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. Still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Korean Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Korean Village in a long time.
Oh,
So, I guess people still go to Korean Village to do their training, right?
Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
Why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, maybe I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
The channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
What happened last year still bothering you?
Yeah, that murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused.
When a medium uses the Korean channeling technique, temporarily loses her own will. It's when an especially strong spirit is summoned. The spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. But you didn't actually do it. Just remember, that murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
Sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay. But what do you think of... Pearls?
Pearlie sure is a good kid.
Yeah, but she tends to let her imagination get the best of her, though.
That's one of the things I like about her, silly. Slapping you the way she did. She's a tough one, alright.
You're telling me that she knocked a few teeth loose. Pearls is only 9. It's amazing how emotionally strong she is. After all, the only family she has left is her only cousin, Maya. Speaking of which, Maya, you're not being very helpful. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Like, any clues, any direction. The only thing I can think of is Larry. That's all I can come up with. Because we have, like, nothing new. Except for... this. Now, who could we possibly show this to? There's no fingerprints on it. Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here.
Nope, still doesn't want to talk. Nope, same thing. We'll go over this. I might just brute force this. Okay, it was copied without permission. Newspaper clipping. Let me try showing this to everyone. Autopsy, nothing there. Did we show him this? No. That's not it. Same thing. Did I not show him the buzzer report? Yeah, we did. Right card. Wallet. Blackmail letter.
So what about this?
Huh? Mike, you shouldn't have. A love letter from me?
No. Sorry. This is a blackmail letter.
What? How do you know about that, Maya? Huh? How much is Alexis demanding this time?
Huh? Who is this Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday, too? I'm pretty sure we did.
Weird. Okay, well, he wouldn't know anything about these. Ha! Truth! Badge! You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what I know. I know it's tough to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened. Wow, never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him.
Yeah, it's like a totally different person.
In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. Okay. I am running out of options. Wallet.
That's Ronnie's wallet. It was found at KB Security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene.
Okay, interesting. Know anything about this? Nope. Wait, did I check this? Yeah, no, he has no idea.
So this is Mask to Mask, huh? Wonder what kind of a house he lives in.
Who knows? Maybe it's exactly like this house.
You're so funny sometimes, Nicky boy. If I was a famous thief, I'd live in a great, big, gorgeous mansion. Be sure to tell that to your husband. Ah, I know what that is. That's one of those key cards from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. It's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore.
Letter. Sword. No. Okay, I don't think anything in profiles would be useful for her. So what do you know about— oh, wait, what?
No, you can't show her that, Nick.
Oh, okay. I think we did see that yesterday. I am very lost. What? When did this change?
Ah, Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, they finished their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore!
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night the Sacred Urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmailer you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? The only question is, where were you that night? Someone want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay,
There we go. Fucking finally. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask to Mask? He's wearing the outfit.
isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Yeah, he broke like a fucking egg. And the tragic clown.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So the person dressed up as Mask to Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atmey. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right?
Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next?
Well, he's so cute. Oh my god, I love him.
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door.
It's probably when he dropped his wallet.
When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone? I know that fucking silhouette.
Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. BAM! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless.
Remember to stay hydrated, folks. Wait, hold on a second. Ugh. I'd rather not clear my throat aggressively on stream like that.
The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
So that's why you put it in the safe?
Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there, for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that.
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? Oh, how did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Tessie, please! Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Whew, my goodness. No, I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Tessie would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Tessie spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought, anyway.
So he became mask to mask for Desiree, huh? Okay, let's start presenting evidence. First off, cover profiles, get them out of the way.
Mr. Bullard, my old boss. It's so sad.
Do you have any idea what might have happened? Is there anyone that might... Every time he does that little head tilt, it steals my heart a little bit. She says... Is there anyone that might have wanted him dead?
Oh, yeah, sure. Mr. Bullard was the type of guy who made lots of enemies. He did lots of threatening things to people.
Wait, do you mean he scared people or that he threatened them with blackmail?
Well, I guess they're kind of the same, right?
Godot.
Isn't he great? I wish I could be half as cool as him. Besides, he's the only one who really believed me when I said I was the thief.
Hey, hang on a sec. This is the guy that had you arrested for murder.
Well, I still don't think that makes him a bad person.
What in the world do you see in that coffee-crazed prosecutor?
I don't really know. It's the thing I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Okay, let's just run through this. Adrian! Nope. Just to make sure.
Tessie, she really has a thing against criminals. Do you have any idea why that is, Mr. Delight? Well, if you want to know the details, you'll have to ask her. The thing is, after I lost my job at KB Security, I needed to earn money to keep Tessie satisfied. Lots of money. But I just couldn't seem to find a good job. That's why I wound up becoming the thing that Tessie hates most. A thief.
Tragic, isn't it?
He's an ace detective, all right. He's been hot on my trail ever since the first heist. Yes, but he made a pretty stunning confession in court today. It was me all along. I am mask to mask.
Guard on the other side's like, huh?
I don't know what to say. I guess he's just delusional.
It's exactly what your wife said about you. Mask to mask.
Once I decided to become a thief, I started studying like crazy.
Studying? Like what? Petty Larceny 101? The history of pilfering?
No. But I watched a lot of movies and read a lot of novels about great thieves. Oh yeah? I admire you for doing your homework, if for nothing else. All the great ones had their own trademarks. Flashy costumes, calling cards, unique laughs, and catchy slogans like, "Farewell, my friends!" I figured I needed to do a good job with that if I was going to make a splash. Yeah, I guess you really can't say goofy stuff like that unless you're a master thief. Farewell, or we shall meet again. You know, hokey stuff like that.
About Gumshoe.
This is the detective that was in charge of the mask-to-mask investigations. He was so happy when I surrendered yesterday that he actually shed tears of joy. What? Gumshoe cried? Really? Was it a single manly tear, or did he let loose and sob? Sobbed. I started weeping myself, too. It was truly infectious. A truly moving moment if I do say so myself. That must have been one heck of a beautiful scene.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm convinced that these two are blind. Come on, Phoenix, let men have emotions.
I'm ashamed to admit it. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really cut out to be a thief.
Isn't that obvious?
It doesn't suit you at all. I knew it. Guess I'm not the only one who came to that conclusion.
Hey, he's done some pretty impressive shit for not being good at it. If he was born for it, imagine the situation we'd be in. Okay, that's everyone I can think of that's possibly relevant, so now we start with evidence. And my next best guess is probably this.
Hey! This is an article about my debut heist!
Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
Mask to Mask. He must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask to Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. And I quickly changed to my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh?
Wow. Awesome. Hey, hold the phone. Guarding this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. About First Height's garden photos of Ron Delight.
As you might expect, Detective Atmey found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective.
Detective Atmey found the Mask to Mask disguise? That's interesting.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him.
So that's it. That's when Atmey got his hands on this.
Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
First? Uh-oh.
Blackmail letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now!
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. You'll scare me.
This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. This is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location.
So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Ammon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it.
So, someone found out about your true identity? Just like that?
It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal.
Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up?
Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000.
No one said anything about me being worried, you know.
After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans?
What?
What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? Ooh, the plot thickens!
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
What the fuck, dude? So Ron Delight was Mask to Mask after all?
But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail.
Try not to look so gleeful about it.
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, truth is I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you just told me the truth?
Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay?
With the mass second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes, but please don't hurt me.
Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. Then I was afraid to discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
Why?
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right?
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
Guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya!
Hey! Pearly!
I'm back!
Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Phew! That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? You gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick. We gotta find out how they got there.
I can't do this like little kid's voice. That is the one that grates on me the most.
Please don't forget about me.
Found in Atmey's office, covered in pink splotches, but it's a genuine article. Alright. Wait, why are we going here? No, there's no reason for that. Oh, wait, pink! Hey, you guys! We're investigating this place, so keep your hands to yourselves.
Boy, these policemen sure are a bunch of sourpusses.
Well, Mr. Ace Detective did make complete and utter fools out of them. What's all this now? Moving along, the show's over.
Aw, doesn't look like they're gonna let us investigate.
So we might as well call it a day for this place and go look somewhere else. Okay, so we need to go talk to... Adrian. Because now, we can answer our first question.
Oh, Pearl. Well, nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see.
Maybe, there we go. Time to get some answers.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
Yeah, I think this is the last thing for the day. We have 2 full rows of evidence, so we must be getting close. Alright, lady. Spill the beans, or we spill your brains for Gumshoe.
Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn?
Do I know anything?
I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's...
Yeah, okay. It could be a fake. I'll show my proof. The urn itself! Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Pearls went back to Crane Village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how...
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again.
Did you say... again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now, it looks like the same thing has happened. Quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, it's exactly what I'm saying. God, she is freaking brutalizing that poor, poor book.
Well, you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
It's the, if I remember right, it's the picture that shows it totally different. Yes. This poster, it was made recently, right?
Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit!
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says, Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
Ah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I was even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth.
Wait!
For?
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like she's not going to give up that last Cyclops so easily.
Do you have any proof the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor?
Wait. Oh, do I have to fucking... I have to investigate and get the paint as evidence, don't I? Fine, I'll be right back. Behold, pink paint! Looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink. It's the same color as the paint splotches on the urn.
So then the question is, what's the cause of the odd shape?
Let's look around here carefully, Mr. Nick.
Could it be... Oh, no, wait, it's the box. Boy. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the sacred urn was in. Looks like there's some pink paint on it, too. It's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick.
There we go. So do I have to double check over here and confirm that it's like... Yep. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days. Bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is it.
Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in.
You look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. Sorry, there was already a mess on the floor, so I figured a couple extra eggs wouldn't make a difference. Look, it matches.
Okay, so we know the truth now.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. It's all starting to become clear. That much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Alright, let's get caught up. There we go. Got the urn itself. It usually... Evidence lists don't usually get this long. Sorry. This poster was made recently, right? Yeah, okay, we've been over this. Let's see. It's either the box or the paint marks. I'm guessing it's the wooden box. Yep. Well, Miss Andrews? What is that supposed to mean? The urn has these pretty little pink paint splotches on it. There's some on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say?
So, what does that prove?
The urn was dropped along with the box. Oh, no, wait, that's Phoenix. That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes?
The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lordly Taylor's basement and warehouse. If I can prove that, it means the urn was broken here too.
So can you prove that?
Can you prove that box was dropped here in the basement and warehouse? Yes, I can. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
There's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. There's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain, am I right?
Yes.
You put this box to the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over here, over there! And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright.
You are free now! To be cool again!
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person.
Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, it's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box.
Oh no.
I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken piece of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock. I let out a huge scream.
Poor Adrian. It's also sad that this is the last time we're gonna get to see her.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Karain Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Atmey? I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami. Any sane person? Really?
Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then.
I see. It does look nice this way, at least.
But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
The Atmey face statue. Aha! first time that we came down here, it was on the night the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there was no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon. Oh, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the Mountain Trading Hall. And? I realized that the statue could be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it.
I see. Now it makes perfect sense. There's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, bro?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
He's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews?
Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again?
Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? Curious little situation we have found ourselves in now, isn't it? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. And the next day, it was moved. But why? Into the basement warehouse the day of the crime, moved again that night. Looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
It's that night, the real thief, Ron DeLight, was at KB Security. So then why did another Mask to Mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
That's right! And I'll discuss that at a later date. The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but... looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Okay. Well. Looks like we're getting close to the end of this case. I think there's only, like, this is the only proper trial here. So I'm actually going to pause here for a sec while I go take care of something real quick. I'll be back as fast as I can. There. It's just another save file. Totally normal. We're back. All right. Picking up where we left off. October 14th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4.
Hey, Nick!
What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmey's trial today.
Detective Atmey?
They say they're going to try him as Mask to Mask.
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see Mask to Mask's trial.
I know. The fuck was that? By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore.
I know you don't like me. Ah! Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Please, don't ignore me!
Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning.
No one likes me. No, I fucking love you, dude. You're amazing. No one would notice me even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly.
Wait a sec. You don't mean you're the murderer?
No, I'm just a poor thief.
Oh wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor. No, absolutely a thief can be poor. Now let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to help him commit the heist. Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murderer, Nick? It's possible. Today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always. I'm afraid that's not an option. Eh? What do you mean? Phoenix, what the fuck are you talking about? There he is, the bastard.
Chords now in session, hey! Hope you didn't forget about me!
Defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready. Preparation's the last refuge of the weak.
Okay, settle down, everyone. She's already started. It's already so fucking spicy in here. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot.
He's got the judge in the palm of his hand, yet again. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all.
Eh? I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot.
Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war. That is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's the man talking exclusively in metaphors. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
Yes? Well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. KB stands for Kane Bullard, of course. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day.
That's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
Very well then, Mr. Godot. Please call your first witness.
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. Jesus, Godot! How are your kidneys still functioning? I don't have kidneys. They've been replaced by mechanical devices much like the one upon my face to run explicitly off of coffee. If I take any more than 17, my circuits overload. The first one is always the best.
Mr. Godot, your witness.
Every time he takes a swig, you just hear the of steam and pistons firing up in the back. Okay then, let's see what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
Remember when Mia was defending me? She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. Put a lot of trust in me back then. That's it, Mr. Wright. Trust your defendant. Defendant. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. You got guts, Trite.
All right, then. Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand. You'll have another number 9 large, number 6 with extra dip, 2 number 14s.
The judge is just over getting his fucking order. You did it, didn't you?
Yes.
What?
No. That's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
Once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? You didn't kill Bullard. Why'd you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Well, I wish I could go home.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew what his office was.
1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place. Huh, weird coincidence. Anyways, I think this guy's clear.
The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Glug glug, Mr. Right. I fucking knew it. Huh. Bitter today, too. Just like my destiny.
Never know that from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. To the owner of the red sedan, you left your lights on.
Judge is acting weird today. Okay, let's start by pressing. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes. That's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit...
1 a.m. That's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered. Correct?
It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure. Blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. It ordered you there.
It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then?
Oh, of course. It'd say things like steal this or take that. Haha! Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say any more. Now, what should I do? No, we need all the info. So what did the blackmail letter in question say?
It said to bring 50,000.
Money, huh? A perfect motive for committing murder.
Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh, is that right? Because you were planning to kill him. I get it.
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of.
An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Huh. A muddy mudskipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. What? The fuck's a mudskipper? Okay, I'll press this one and then we'll get the new one. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right?
Yes, that's right.
A security chief? You? Oh, wait, you're serious. Oh, shit.
And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge. Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? Godot, let it go. Let it Godot. This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. Why was he fired? Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well...
The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that. Okay, then I take it back.
Defendant, please answer the question. Fuck you, Mr. Wright.
I needed money.
You needed money?
Well, you see, Tessie loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby.
Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick?
My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company.
Wait, what?
Come again. KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was the security team chief...
You stole some data and sold it.
Mr. Bullard found out and I was fired immediately.
What?
I wish I had never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So you admit that you stole data from your company. Is that correct? Sorry, I borrowed a bit of Godot's life force earlier. It's kind of messing with my vocal cords. Ooh, I kind of like this. This works for me.
How the fuck did I do that? Wait.
See, the judge is up here,
But Godot is down here.
so I just kind of meet him in the middle. Ooh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, if I say so myself.
Yes, I'm sorry.
This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. For selling company secrets, Jesse doesn't know about that. Let's get this one. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
The blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore. What do you mean? The victim had no proof the defendant was mask-to-mask. But you were the one who stole company secrets only 1 year earlier. But that was all over with once I was fired. But it is true that the fact I stole secrets was kept under wraps. Even so, there was no reason for me to pay up now a whole year later. Is that really true? What is it, Nick? The fact that Ron was stealing company data. I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. Yeah, because if Desi found out, he would be fucked. Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public.
Mr. Wright, are you in the right head? Focus up, boy. This is your defendant. What are you trying to do by bullying your own client?
Men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. That is an oddly specific one, Godot. Do you specialize in microbiology in the downside? What the fuck you think this thing is for? It's a permanent microscope, baby. That's exactly right. Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo. Little lawyer amigo. Yes, now come on. Provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Excuse me. Why would Mr. Delight want to keep his data stealing secret from going public? Desi. Take that! Only reason I can think of. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match with what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been scared. Very scared. Of having a certain person find out your secret.
Certain person? Well, I mean, I wouldn't have minded if he just let me know beforehand. Guy's gotta make money for his wife, you know.
Not you, Your Honor. Miss Desiree Delight, defendant's wife. But listen to me, my Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Godot. Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault.
What do you mean?
Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. But that's not what the letter was talking about.
Oh!
Let me read this again. Yeah, no, it says it will reveal true identity. What does that have to do with data?
Oh.
No, everything's falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry. I feel like he couldn't figure out. I feel like he's so used to saying sorry as an apology, he's not used to saying it as a threat. You'll be so sorry, so sorry. Odd.
Well, it seems. We've learned a great deal of things here so far.
What do you think, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes.
Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much.
The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there.
Aha!
Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed.
Huh?
When I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead. Wearing what?
I see. Suddenly hit in the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said that Master Mask struck him on the head from behind.
Of course, since Atmey turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie. Huh. No one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that. What are you saying? I really was attacked!
We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination.
Got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. There you go, Phoenix. What was that about wearing... Yeah, this. That? Could you please clarify what you were referring to? Why, my mask-to-mask costume, of course.
Wait just a moment. Mask to Mask?
Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention that before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Mask-to-Mask. And then, I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security.
What?
Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me, either. Even I didn't know that. Seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind? Huh, my 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly.
At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony.
Kill if I wasn't wearing my Mask-to-Mask costume. Why were you dressed up as Mask-to-Mask? Why, because I am Mask-to-Mask, of course.
What are you talking about? Mask to Mask trial is being held next door.
Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at the time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Mask-to-Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him, just to be safe. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expected. A lot longer? Wait. Mr. Delight, when did you get there? What do you mean by took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. Run! My cape got caught in the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body. This little fucking idiot. I will say, this might be one of the biggest leaps of logic in the series. Oh, there's a body here. Well, better hide it and stuff it in a safe.
What was that? Back up a second.
Yes?
You were the one that hid the body in the safe? And you expect me to believe this man is innocent? Jesus, Phoenix Wright, you sure know how to pick him.
Well, yeah.
Inconceivable! Never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line!
I don't know how well that slow drift away worked.
Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking?
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine? TMI, Godot.
What?
When they shit themselves from coffee. What? Just me? Alright. The answer is simple. When they take them off.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying.
You mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's the murderer? So you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time is really obscure.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you?
Well, yes.
Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to the testimony.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge. This was the light yesterday. The office, suspicious shadow, on the forehead. I should probably press all of these. What was a suspicious shadow? If there were 1,000 of me, and if even one knew, I'd tell you. Trust me. He's dodging all of our questions is not helping us with this case. Okay, and how was the victim, Mr. Bullard, at the time? What do you mean by how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place. That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Forget it. Okay, tell me more. Your forehead? Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack. Remember anything about who hit you? Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit. So I think I was a little dazed for a while. I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were saying. Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Jesus, Phoenix. Hey, that would knock some sense back into him. He's still got brain damage. Cut him some slack. Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead. You came to? Yes, I was passed out in the corner of the room. You know when your assailant made their escape, and to where? I'm afraid I don't really remember. Huh? Once they hit me, I lost all track of what was going on. I think that's when they made their escape. That's certainly a convenient story for you, isn't it? It certainly is, isn't it, Mr. Wright? It almost sounds practiced. I don't know why you're telling me. Panic to hit the body in the safe took about 10 minutes. Why'd you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in a drawer.
Run!
That's not exactly what I meant. When I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, if they find his corpse, they'll think I did it. I think you had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. That certainly makes more sense. Hold on. 10 minutes? What is it, Nick? I just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? Spend 10 whole minutes to do it? Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh! Hey, Nick. If you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances were? That's it. I'll take a look at the court record. Okay, so it's that specific one. Hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. Well, the buzzer went off, so that's something. Is it? No, it's gonna be the first mistake of the case. I might as well. I'm not here to play smart. I'm here to win. Excuse me. Kane's autopsy. No, this one. Objection! Aha! Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? And what might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. The button in the office is pressed, the security team is supposed to come running. According to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m. What? If Mr. Ron DeLight truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, security guard would have been heading his way. Huh. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building. He used to work there, dude. Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them. But as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser, who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend, and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity, was not something Mr. DeLight could have known. Even I didn't know that. Huh. Again, remember who we're dealing with here. I sure bet that Mr. DeLight didn't even notice the buzzer going off. This buzzer is extremely loud. There is no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious? What do you mean by that? Cup number 9, baby. Fine. Let's hear your theory. Call the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious? So he fainted?
That's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body. So what are you trying to say? Mr. Delight was knocked out and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right. Whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer.
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, this is...
This is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight's the one who killed Kane Bullard. And who pressed the buzzer? It was... the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. Must have held on long enough to push that button.
Kane Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright?
We need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene. But how? Can I prove that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sounded the buzzer? You bet your sweet bippy I can. Defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer. The buzzer had no fingerprints, but we also can't see if he had gloves on. There we go. I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for.
The emergency buzzer. Is there some kind of clue on it?
Absolutely not. Awful confident today, Phoenix, I see. Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth. The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue.
Now I'm the one who's clueless.
This button has no fingerprints on it. Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself. Naturally, he would have left his fingerprints behind. Ron Delight obviously wiped them off. Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment. He touched that button. I know he did. The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Mask to Mask. And Mask to Mask always wears gloves. Oh shit. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the button free of fingerprints?
Order! Order! Order!
Ha! It would seem. Cup number 12, baby. Let's go! I've been forced to eat crow. I wonder what blend number crow-flavored coffee is.
However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Couldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden?
Looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks. They're on to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at around 1 a.m. Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and sounded the buzzer. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond.
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say.
Very well, then. Oh, you're approaching me. I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer. Then come as close as you'd like. You got some guts? I like that in an opponent.
Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
To call a guard, obviously. The killer knew that if they pressed the button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted.
Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose?
Yes, although as it turned out, he never showed up. Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time. Huh, what a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in. No, you fucking idiot. No, I'm not. When When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Rhonda Light, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer. We all know who it is at this point.
Hypothetically, yes.
Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Rhonda Light. And if any security guards came running in at that time, they would think I was the murderer. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Rhonda Light for the murder. Cup number 63. Let's go. Never mind, not cup 63.
Order! Order!
It would seem. How many cups have you been through? I've been made to eat my words once again. Actually, I've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Oh, wait a second. I'm the one and only Master Mask, so...
Nick, you mean the real killer is...
We're going to drag that person in here right now.
But who is it?
I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard.
Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Oh boy! That time of day again!
By the way, if we do end up finishing this case, I'll probably end the stream there. I feel worried that another sugar crash is going to happen. I feel like these Ace Attorney streams are just cursed.
There you are, you dastardly fellow!
So Master Mask was pretending to be Master Mask, while Master Mask was murdering Kane Bullard, and then Master Mask walked in on Master Mask murdering Kane Bullard, so Master Mask framed Master Mask and ran so he could pose himself as Master Mask in another location. In a Master Mask costume. It's a really simple plot. I don't know how you can have trouble keeping up with this. Detective Luke Atmey. He's the only one who could have done it. Ace Detective? Luke Atmey!
You mean Master Mask did it?
Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next to us is not Master Mask at all. He is in actuality the true murderer of Kane Bullard.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime?
They're not even close. Murder is a more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment.
Please remember the trial from yesterday if you would. Luke Atmey confessed there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, the famous detective was unmasked as well as Master Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along.
Be found guilty?
Master Mask had a perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Mask was Luke Atmey's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi.
A guilty verdict as an alibi.
It's actually very cool. I think this is sick. You know, it's almost time.
For what?
Luke Atmey's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial, after all. We're going to stop this trial and stall that one. We need to do it now. Of course, that's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder.
Mr. Luke Atmey's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Light would be left with no grounds for appeal.
Are you sure about this? A bet's only good when your life's the ante. Mr. Wright, I believe in you! Mr. Delight. So please, I'm begging you! I love him. He is the epitome of a bottom, but I do not care. I love him. Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Phoenix. What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. Your client, take the path of trust. That voice. It sounds like Mia. Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. So that's your answer, huh?
Very well. I decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke Atmey to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, I dropped something. October 14th, 11:58. District Court, courtroom number 5. Now we introduce courtroom number 5.
Well, Sir Detective Atmey.
Oh my god, Payne gets the spotlight again. Oh god, what was his voice?
I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. Oh no, Sir Detective Atmey, you were the one who...
It's a different judge.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds the defendant, Luke Atmey...
Hold it! Wait! Don't hand down your verdict yet! Please!
Well, well, Sir Lawyer. Welcome to my courtroom.
Who's this hoser, eh? What the fuck? Is the judge Canadian? Also, those fucking eyes. Who's this hoser, eh? My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke Atmey.
Accusation? You accuse Master Mask?
That man is not Master Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? The shading on his eyelid is so good. I feel like they stepped up the sprite art in this one. Like a whole other level. Okay, now the real fight begins.
My sis?
I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice.
So then, she's still alive, inside your heart. Time to beep cheesy as fuck.
Nicky boy.
Oh, Mr. Light, is it true that the detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definite proof.
He's the only one who could have done it.
Wasn't he at Lordly Taylor that night?
Yeah, caught on his own camera that he could freely edit.
Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Atmey want to kill Kane Bullard?
It's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. That's gotta happen sooner rather than later. Now, this should be interesting.
Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Luke Atmey, please take the stand. Well, well, how do you do, Sir Lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly.
Couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Mask the Mask.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid even the great Luke Atmey has no idea what you mean. Of course, I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here. You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Mask the Mask.
Indeed. It's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example. You continue to insist that you are, in fact, Mask the Mask.
Of course. Very well then, Luke Atmey. Let's begin with this simple question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time?
One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of. Wait, what? One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. Don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge.
Thanks?
Running out of cups here, right? You better get it done fast. All right, Mr. Atmey, the night of the murder. Speak. We're all ears.
As you wish, Sir Prosecutor.
Smarty. I was stealing the air. Fuck, I keep losing this guy's voice. I was stealing the urn as Mask the Mask, just as I announced I would.
I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. The photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Mask to Mask was the same time as the murder.
Yeah, your camera, motherfucker.
It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of a crime scene.
Everything else up until now is all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well.
Even the great Mask to Mask cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Unfortunately, Mr. Atmey, we still have to do your cross-examination.
A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool.
Hey, that's not your gimmick, motherfucker. Get out of here.
I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick.
The only thing that's full of it is his alibi.
Let me at him, let me at him! I'll break his nose like a toothpick.
So this photograph is the proof, correct?
Indeed it is.
And the man in the photo is most certainly wearing a mask.
That is why I'm called Mask to Mask.
Conveniently, it also means there is no way to tell who this really is.
What do you mean?
Huh. Are you saying that this is in fact not Luke Atmey? I mean, look at the mask! How could he fit his nose in there? That it could be an accomplice dressed up as Mask to Mask to create an alibi?
Oh ho! What an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice?
I don't think he did. Did he? No. Luke Atmey was at KB Security during the murder. The Mask to Mask in this picture has to be a fake.
And there really was an accomplice.
But right now, I have no idea who it was.
I don't have any idea right now either.
Baseless objections are just what that guy wants. There's gotta be another way, and I'm going to find it. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point.
That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken.
You sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right?
Indeed. There was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was a perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see. You truly are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil is what I am.
Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this?
Where'd the music go?
Detective Atmey was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona.
No, that's true. It is kind of odd. Photograph contains no words. This one turned out to be witness. Photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here. Is that correct?
Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
Very thing that proves you committed the crime. Think about it. It's really odd.
You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose.
I nearly slipped into the wrong voice there again. He was simply caught by the very camera that he had set up. We all have days like that.
Indeed. It turned out there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing, a sad blue melody.
Like I'd better gather more information for now. If he's truly the killer, there's gotta be something phony in that photo. Not the camera that took this photograph.
Now come now, it is all too clear what you're thinking.
Huh?
You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you?
I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lordly Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lordly Taylor's staff that printed that picture's data. Wait, I thought that was his camera! Oh, shit, well there goes half of my argument. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered.
I see.
Looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious. It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard. Security. I'm not really spotting anything unusual. Either the Mask to Mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is. Okay. Let me just check which one this was. I think it was the third. Either the third or the first. Oh wait, that was the last. forgot that it auto-advances when you finish pressing something. Photograph means piece of evidence. The very thing proves you committed the crime. Or the tailor provided that camera, there's no way I could have tampered with it. It means I could not have killed Kane Bullard unless I had an accomplice. Yes, there is?
Are you implying that this picture is a fake?
You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. There's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night.
Very well, then let's hear what you have to say.
What about this photograph do you find funny? Well, the door is open, obviously, but I'm more interested in the fact that this was here. This ooey gooey pile of paint. The funny part is right here.
Why, this is a blood stain! Ah! Blood! Now this case is getting interesting! Finally, bloodshed! Blood for the blood judge, as they say.
Not exactly. The stain is actually pink paint.
Oh, just paint. And peach-colored at that.
Blood to peaches. The judge sure loves going on his wild tangents.
It's called comedy, Phoenix Wright! See that? I'm talking, and they're laughing. That's comedy!
The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is, when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. He just, like, reaches up, grabs his nose, and twists it, wrings out the sweat. Ugh.
Well, Mr. Wright, we're supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains.
A picture! Or a statue! A giant golden one at that. The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night the theft took place, and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there. But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally.
Your Honor, the statue is slightly larger than yourself, and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move it that distance. Ha! In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why the statue was moved that night? Can you do it, Nick? Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it?
Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime?
I think it was the detective. The one who moved the statue was none other than Luke Atmey.
Come now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions. Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions?
It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That is indeed very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue?
Reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins.
Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue?
The reason can be found here in this photograph. Oh shit, he's already on it! I thought I would have had to explain that. Luke Atmey, you pretended to be Mask to Mask, to create an alibi by showing you were at Lordly Taylor that night. This photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like cheap film at a drugstore. I don't get that one. That is why you had to move the statue.
A single fatal flaw.
Interesting theory. Please, enlighten us. Just where in this picture does this lie exist? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's the exact same spot. The lie in this photo is somewhere around here. Jump to conclusions again? I think you need to take a gander in your local mirror.
As the Yiddish proverb goes, a half-truth is a whole lie. Keep lying like this and you'll be the one on trial.
Oh, God.
What? But how?
The question is why there was the statue moved, right? For some reason the culprit didn't want the statue in the picture. At least that's what I thought. I'll ask you again, Mr. Trite. Just where in this photo does this lie exist? Oh God, I can't save. Okay, well, if it's not the paint... Yep, this is a little bit problematic now, ain't it? There's only, like, really two things to address in the picture, so I'm guessing the other one is mask to mask? Or... Well, I only have two more guesses. Oh, three. The lie is mask to mask.
Are you saying that this mask to mask is a fake?
Huh. You know, I really wish you would start acting more responsibly. Eh? The current question is, why was the golden statue moved? So what possible connection could there be with mask to mask's identity? Oh, buggers.
Your face is "oh buggers" written all over it. That's a penalty for you.
Fucking hell, man. But the paint splotch makes the most sense. I don't know, the timestamp? But they literally just told me this is not possible. So, if this is it, I'm gonna be upset. Naturally, the lie in this photo is the timestamp.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Atmey went to KB security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been at Lordley Taylor at this time. We just were told that wasn't possible.
What does that have to do with the statue being moved?
Remember, if you will, Your Honor, when was the statue placed beside the warehouse door?
Well,
the statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. It was placed there in order to cover up the paint. Exactly. Luke Atmey had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. So the problem was that the paint was visible because the statue was moved, and you just decided to use a timestamp, which you told us not to doubt. Okay, that's a little bit bullshit. Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet.
Ah!
So on the day of the crime, Mr. Atmey must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. What the fuck is with these metaphors? Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atmey had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match with the way it had been in this photo.
What? Order! Order! Mr. Atmey, is this true?
One moment, Joanna. Have you forgotten this?
What's that?
The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime.
It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lord Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage that data was yours. Really? That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. So, okay. We were told to do exactly the opposite of what was the truth. Great.
Order! Order! Mr. Godot, what is the meaning of this? Godot, I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down!
My 11th cup. Still got 6 more, apparently. I promise to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good to the last drop.
However, the defense is a very good point.
A good point. So what? We're all but travelers on a road of infinite points. I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points. Score! So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied, which is that it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams.
That's very true.
No way. Don't fall for that, Your Honor. Hey, Mr. Mask. Yes? There's no funny business in your actions as Mask to Mask. There should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it.
Yes, please provide this court with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn.
Sacred urn heist. Okay, this is a change of pace. First received a request from...
I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box, and Zvadi, who was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand.
You little shit.
I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th.
That's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it? Yeah, but we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave.
Witness, you're sure there are no mistakes this time?
Zvadi. Okay, first off, that one is bullshit. You know what? I'm so confident in this. This is the one we used to prove that it was valued at almost nothing, yeah? Let me just check the urn itself real quick. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Okay, we're in a bit of trouble. You mean this calling card?
That's right! That is, without a doubt, my calling card.
Guess Mr. Delight didn't make this after all.
Of course, because Atmey knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him. Not to ensure that. But... Okay, let's press everything first. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right?
Indeed. It seemed that they had heard of my sparkling reputation.
I see Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. You better watch out too, Maya. You mean this box?
Yes, that pathetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn. She wouldn't let anyone into the storeroom, not even me.
Huh. Interesting new tidbit. Actually, unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. So you're sure that you had never seen the urn before?
Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews and confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, look at me, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers.
Check that. And no one entered the basement warehouse.
Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse.
I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. It's the photo that proves that, huh?
Indeed. To be honest, even if a photo was taken, I didn't think it would matter terribly much.
Hey, Nick, this photo is a fake. Detective Atmey might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken.
It's true. He's been saying that he never saw the urn until that night. We can prove that he's lying there. We can wrap this up and put a bow on it. Good hard look at the court record. He never seen the urn before he stole it. Prove that he's lying. The coming to purloin the most priceless work of art and display in your treasures of free exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn. Oh shit! Okay, gonna save real quick. Boom, baby! You're full of it! Mr. Atmey, if you really are Mask to Mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct?
But of course.
Is there a problem with that calling card? Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Mask to Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to the pink pattern on this sacred urn.
Yes, that is true, but so what?
Truth be told, there is no way that Mask to Mask could have known about this pattern.
What do you mean?
This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains.
Paint stains?
And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to the lordly tailor. I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite. The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error. Or should I say, an error-prone human. Hey! Fuck you, Phoenix. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn. You can't be serious. And yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Atmey had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. And because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. So now what do you have to say, Mr. Atmey?
Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Alright, that did it. He's broken.
Nick, I think it's still a little early for a victory pose.
Huh? Huh. It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days.
Conviction, you say?
Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was masked to mask. And now, we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle?
That's a good point.
No way, I'll fall for that too, Your Honor! You say that Luke Atmey was the one who killed Cain Bullard. Then let me ask you this. Why would he do that?
An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive. Might you, my merry, murderous motive manifest? Murderers maintain the midway mark betwixt man and monster.
He prepared an alibi.
If he prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Rhonda Light, as you say, he must have had a very strong motive for murder.
The only one with any motive we've seen is Rhonda Light. Isn't that right, Detective?
Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear. Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were. I'd be honored to, Sir Old-Timer.
Doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, this might be our only chance. I think I know exactly what we need to do here.
Luke Atmey had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Cain Bullard decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Rhonda Light. It was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Light for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is Mask the Mask. That is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Cain Bullard. Truly a tragedy.
Alright.
For the victim, Cain Bullard blackmailed the defendant?
This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard was indeed the one who wrote the letter. What? Written by Bullard, huh?
Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your cross-examination.
Okay, I should press them all from the top so I don't forget which one needs to be pressed. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will. After doing a thorough background check with Detective Atmey and Cain Bullard, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report.
Perhaps they were connected through their work. They were both involved in security.
Nope.
That was blunt. In any case, the only one with a motive was Mr. Delight.
Cain Bullard decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. Mistook?
That's right. Mistook from the Old Norse mistaka, meaning to take in error.
That wasn't what I meant.
Just who did the victim mistake Master Mask to be? Judge, come on, buddy. You gotta keep up a little bit better than that. Why, the answer is obvious. Rhonda Light, of course.
Boy, I'd like to wipe that smug look off that guy's face. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Master Mask?
Don't you already know that? Svarty, take a look at this newspaper. Oh, that's the famous Tear of Ammonon, a magnificent jewel. That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? Furthermore, it also shows an ugly god, namely the defendant. Fuck you, he's very cute. The defendant? The victim clearly misread this article, and Zvari, he got the wrong impression. The impression that this ugly security guard was in fact Mask to Mask. I see. That was an unusually reasonable deduction.
You mean this blackmailed letter right here?
It says bring 50,000.
And the handwriting is without a doubt the victim's. There's no mistake. You have an official report to prove it.
I don't see an address C on this letter anywhere.
Address C. This letter was discovered in Ron Delight's apartment, and Mr. Delight did show up at the designated place and time. The fact that there is no address C is irrelevant. I wonder. What's up, Nick? I just had a thought. What if that blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight?
Whoa, you have any evidence of that?
For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling. There's something not quite right about this blackmail letter. Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied? Save. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and swing for it. There we go. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atmey?
Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright.
You said that this letter was addressed to Ron Delight. I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction.
Contradiction?
I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You're one to talk! At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you got there, Junior?
Indeed. Time to man up, Mr. Wright. Put up your fucking dukes!
Show us the contradicting evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. I did not expect a second bit to this. Brain's going short. Contradicting evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. Surely they don't want me to just post it again, right? Okay, what is the contradiction? I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. It's a blue diamond! Caw, motherfucker! Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the Tear of Emanon, the stolen jewel.
What about it?
The problem is this jewel's color. Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself. Ooh, foreshadowing. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day.
Red?
Which means, the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the Tear of Emanon that Mask to Mask stole at all.
Objection!
Sorry. And your point is, Mr. Trite? So you were trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else. That is what you're gonna say, right, Trite?
That is what you're going to say, right, Mr. Wright?
Well, that's what you're going to say, right, Nick?
Yes. This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing. Checkmate, motherfucker! Naturally, it was you, Detective Atmey. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You have been personally involved in every single Mask-to-Mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received a jewel as your reward. A jewel. Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That red diamond ring! That is the diamond referred to in the letter, which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you. Ah!
Order! Order in the court! Order, I say!
It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Trite. Uh-oh. I don't like the way he said that. Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke Atmey? Are you for real? Yes, I am.
Nick, come on, stand up to him!
Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. You don't want your identity revealed to the world.
Yes, it certainly does.
Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke Atmey's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret, so just what was that identity? Atmey killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. Hold on, gotta make sure we don't lose anything here. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret?
This is what it all comes down to, Nick!
The identity that Luke Atmey wanted to keep so desperately keep secret was his identity as a blackmailer himself? Oh, Luke Atmey was a blackmailer.
Objection!
Huh? Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atmey. You saying that Atmey was blackmailing someone else on top of that?
You have to admit, that does sound a little odd.
It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes sense. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey. But Ron Delight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes,
Just a few days after the Tear of Ammonon heist. So cute. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
Detailed plans. In which case, that would mean that Ron Delight was actually Master Mask.
That is what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atmey.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What is?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless with a tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you... You say that I, Luke Atmey, was blackmailing Ron Delight? In which case, I would naturally know all about his relation to Master Mask.
Well, yes.
Ron Delight started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed that first crime. Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise.
In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. From the first crime, how did Luke Atmey know that Ron Delight was Master Mask? Go over things a little bit more carefully. List, closer. And I'm guessing it's because of this, like, thing we found out when we showed Ron this. Yep, I think this has to be it. I think I see it.
See what?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention.
What do you mean?
This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. It seems that Master Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket.
That sounds far too stupid to be true.
Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atmey. That's when you learned that under his mask... Fuck. Slow down. What the... Wasn't he supposed to be Master Mask? Not only that, it looks like he wasn't even an ace detective. I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud. Trying to pass himself off as an ace detective.
Why, you... How dare you expose me like that? Why, I mean, I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective. And also Master Mask. Why can't you understand that?
I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity!
Why, you...
Oh god, no. Ah! Slow down! I can't. I'm not even gonna bother. None of you can compare to my genius. You're really just jealous, so go on. Desecrate me. Commemorate me. Fucking hell.
It's enough to make one laugh.
Do we win?
It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer.
That was quite a performance by Mr. Atmey.
Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atmey. Eh? Wait, what?
I don't think anyone got anything he said down, so that's a little bit problematic. The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling.
Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge.
Eh? Says fucking who, bitch?
You don't get much more in your face than that.
It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite.
What are you...
It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atmey was a filthy blackmailer. That he wasn't at Lordly Taylor the night of the murder.
That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. Bull...
But there's still one thing you have yet to prove.
What's that?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was a KB security, I don't see how a verdict can be delivered.
No. No way! Shut the fuck up, peanut gallery!
Hold on, let me just, quick. And one more for good measure. Hey, this is how literally everyone plays this game. Honestly, I'm doing a fair bit better than I think quite a few people play it, if I'm being honest. Most people will just save state and then spam every single piece of evidence. Or pull up a walkthrough. This is it. This is the final round. Gotta prove that Atmey was at Bullard's office.
But can you really prove that?
That's long enough. Mr. Trite, I want to hear your answer. That night, Luke Atmey was at KB Security and the defense. Can prove it. Defense can prove it, with evidence.
Are you sure?
Huh. Don't you worry. I'll watch over you. As you break down and fall to pieces.
I have one idea. If not,
then I don't know what it could possibly be.
There is this. Mass second heist on. Stealing is directed by blackmail letters. It's either the key card, the buzzer record, or the fact there's no fingerprints on this because Atmey wears gloves. This is the proof.
Nope. It's true. It is very important. However, I'm not so foolish to think that we'll pass for evidence here.
Okay, we just,
correction! It was the key card, Your Honor! Actually, let's try the buzzer record first. That feels a bit more, like, provable. Oh, I can just press up and down on the D-pad to cycle through these faster. Yeah, nope, that's not it. Okay. Surely it must be the key card. Actually, yeah, wait. If he was fired, why the fuck does he still have a key card? Nope, same problem. Maybe it's the wallet? Oh, wait, what?
the flavor of my special Godot blend number 49.
Well, Mr. Wright? It's bitter. Very bitter. Shit. Yeah, maybe it's... we can't prove it. Alright, back in. I can't prove it.
Just as I thought.
But, if we hear more of Detective Atmey's testimony...
Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite.
What do you mean?
I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean.
What?
Have you forgotten? Luke Atmey is here after we interrupted his own trial. And you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial, and face his guilty verdict as mask to mask.
No.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective, as well as Master Mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Ron Delights will verify that he is a true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Order! Order in the court! That's enough deliberation over this witness.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is... Okay, it seems like this was it. Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and... By then, it'll be too late. Huh? Why? Double jeopardy. Okay, I think this is the right way. One of the basic rules of any court of law. Double jeopardy.
Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime, which I don't think is true. That's kind of bullshit.
Like, what if new evidence shows up? You know?
This is a fundamental rule of all courts.
Now, if they were found guilty, that would make sense.
And it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Atmey will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means...
He will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned.
No way.
The fact that you are unable to prove Mr. Atmey's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer.
God damn it, Phoenix. Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Luke Atmey, will go free.
You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. As long as there's no more testimony, I'm afraid I'll have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? And I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atmey.
Objection!
Eh?
Who the fuck was that? I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
How did you?
Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. It's Mia! That voice. No way! Long time no see, Phoenix. Mia! This is the true power of the Corain channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing before me, but right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Now, let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine. Not yet. The testimony's not over yet. What do you mean? Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today.
Yes, that's true, but...
Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. Love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as Master Mac, but my verdict will verify that. Just as Ron Delights will verify that he's the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever.
Very well. We shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that all right with you, prosecutor?
Sorry. Is something the matter, Mr. Godot?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, sir lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods would do anything to me, look at...
Let's hear it.
Huh?
It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination.
Mr. Godot, what are you...
Very well then, Mr. Luke Atmey. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks.
The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer.
So please, give us one last bit of testimony.
Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance. Yes, Chief! Alright. Let's fry this fuck.
Indeed, it's true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left fingerprints if he sounded, which means the killer sounded. Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. In the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Spotty! Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy.
Ooh, little shit.
His testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well. The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything. But of course. But how did you know about the emergency buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me. I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, sir lawyer.
You're going to make even more trouble for us now, sir lawyer?
I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
We cannot postpone Luke Atmey's trial any longer. This is your last chance, unless you happen to save state. Oh shit! Well, he's doing it again. Can you imagine if this was part of his like moveset in Smash Bros or something? That'd be kind of cool.
Seems the party's about to begin.
Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts that testimony.
So it would seem.
What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it?
At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, why would he call the thing himself?
Cup number 17.
The last cup. Oh shit, it's the end.
Seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial.
I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. It's pointed out without presenting evidence. All I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it. Remember, you only get one chance. Unless you happen to save state. In which case... Oh, there he goes again. Jesus, Phoenix, you really are a little bitch, aren't you? I'm fighting for a man's life here, Mia.
Very, very cute man.
Mr. Atmey, about this last remark. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You still don't get it, do you, Trite? This is the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement. I said this before. There's still one thing you haven't proven. This scum was in Kane Bullard's office that night. And now it's time for me to drink my last cup.
Right?
Oh, for fuck's sake. But... The wallet! Wait! The wallet wasn't in any police reports because frickin' Larry brought it back!
Hey, wait, hold on. I'll just give me 1 second. I promise. Final interruption of the stream.
Sorry. Terrible timing, I know, but I could not have fought that off for a second longer.
Seriously, I was holding that for like the past half hour. Is this the right save file? Oh, okay. It is. Good. Yeah, it's definitely the fucking wallet. I'm 1,000,000% certain. Gotcha, bitch. About this last remark. It's a fake out. You still don't get it, do you, Trite? This is the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement. What? I said this before. There's still one thing you haven't proven. That this scum was in Kane Bullard's office that night. And now, it's time for me to drink...
Mr. Wright. What? Wait. So that's not it? Oh, shit.
Hey? But the wallet wasn't there. Or it was there, but no one would have known. Ah, for fuck's sake. Am I really gonna have to press every single one of these? No, think it through. Okay. We need a contradiction that proves he was there. Not Lodley Taylor. Another vitally important job request. I'd known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. Warned me that the true culprit was Ron the Light. Abundantly clear that he was there. Deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. How did he know he was wearing the outfit?
Objection!
Aha! I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot. What? Mr. Atmey, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. How can you say that? Because we only found out about the costume earlier. Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atmey? Bud did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. Is that correct?
Indeed. That's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof.
More like your deductions prove that you're a fool. Oh, shit!
I'm sorry. Whatever do you mean?
For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty. When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as mask-to-mask when he went to the scene of the crime?
That was...
It was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare.
Huh?
Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. No? That's right, the defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should have known this are those who have been watching this trial. You understand now, Detective Atmey? There's no way that you should have known about that. You were in the next courtroom being tried as mask-to-mask. So then enlighten us. Just how did you know about that piece of information? Well... Come on, this detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand. And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. There's one and only one way for Detective Atmey to have found that out. Only one? One way, you say. Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Svarty! Fucking Zvari jump scare. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer. But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker, so there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atmey. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Just what are you implying? Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, the killer saw Mr. Delight. It stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight. Impossible.
Ta-da! Aha! It was I! You couldn't have recognized that silhouette any time sooner. No way!
Detective Atmey, you saw Master Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron DeLite. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. Uh-oh. The earth is shaking. He's lost it. Again.
Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. That's the same line you gave yesterday.
But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. Little fucking freak. Get out of here!
What an awfully complicated incident. My head still fucking hurts. I need to retire one of these days. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey, who was in turn blackmailing Ron DeLite. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atmey tried to frame Ron DeLite. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime.
To that end, he came up with this plan. He used the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi.
At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth.
Excuse me?
I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer.
Don't ignore me!
Oh, I didn't realize you were there.
Why wouldn't he be? About that verdict.
I know, you never committed any murder.
That's right! I'm so glad you understand that, but I really am Master Mask!
Huh?
So, thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy?
Now that you mention it, oh shit, he's fully off scot-free.
I've been careless. Careless? What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. The defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent. Then, Master Mask is really innocent? It seems so. For now. For now.
Now then, this court finds the defendant not guilty.
Gumshoe's out there throwing out confetti! Yeah! Sorry.
Boy, this is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still have Master Mask after all. Hey, don't fade out on me!
You did it, Phoenix. Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, because Maya doesn't call on me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. On the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days. I mean, about becoming the master of the Crane Channeling School? Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother. Misty Faye, right? Watch over her, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. Mia.
Oh, Mr. Wright! Oh, I don't know what to say!
Congratulations, Mr. DeLite.
Thank you so much! No. Wait. Nothing really...
Come on, just be happy already! Maya. You've been cleared of the murder charges and got off as Master Mask to boot.
But in exchange, I lost everything.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stealing security information from KB Security, becoming Master Mask. I did it all for one reason. For her.
You mean your wife, Desiree?
She hates criminals more than anything.
Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she?
She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure.
So that's why you became Master Mask.
Yes, but it's all over now. Broken Bowl can never be put back together. That's not true, right, Nick?
Right.
Really? Can we go back to the way things were?
I'll be fine, and Nick can prove it. And? Kinda wish you would check with me first. Mr. DeLite, even if a bowl is broken, there's always a way. to put it back together. How cute.
Sacred urn. Tessie was the one who found this.
Desiree, your wife. She's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything.
Ah, there you are.
Miss Delight?
You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. Thank you. I appreciate that, but, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you'd quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really mask to mask either. Miss Delight, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you? Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? I hate that son of a bitch now. How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? Ah, that's sweet. After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there's no way he could ever get away. But didn't you say that you hated criminals? Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective. I see. My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous? I knew I was right about you. Every day I spent with you was filled with thrills and excitement. Tessie. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you? Nicky boy. Yes? I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh, well, take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. I can feel my face going red. Mr. Nick! Oh no, not this again! Mystic Maya, congratulations! Talk about bad timing. Mr. Nick, how could you? With another man's wife in front of Mystic Maya! I'll never forgive you! Never! Ever!
Well, same day, same pearl. Just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Holy shit, she's packing some power ever since she took in the demon. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. The same cannot be said for a man's broken skull. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Aww, wait, that's really cute. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together, even better than before. Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. Alright, chat. Oh, God. This is the worst one in this game, but thankfully... No, actually, there's nothing to be that thankful for. Alright. We'll be saving here. And here. Chat, I think that'll do it for today. Let's go find you guys someone to raid. But yeah, this case is like... It's stupid in a fun way, but painful in some bad ways. You'll see. You'll eventually see. Trust me on this. Alright. Oh, hey! Oh. That's one. I thought that looked familiar. That is my stream. Someone just has a tag, I don't know what I'm doing, and honestly, I kind of respect that. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Wheaty bread. That's a funny way of spelling it. Alright, chat. You all have a wonderful day. Make sure not to spoil anything for them. We're all doing our best here, and this is a fun game, so they don't deserve to have that ruined for them. In the meantime, you all take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow with Pokemon Infinite Fusions. Goodbye!